what does it have to do with the Daily Wire to make them all white? Which, again, is not an issue for me, but clearly is going to be an issue with other people.
Rachel Zegler wearing the traditional dress, surrounded by CGI white dwarves.
So whitewashed.
I think that was you guys. I think you said this earlier.
Yeah, I think that we certainly played an outsized role. Obviously, there was a lot of backlash beyond just us, but we took very direct action. We put our money on the line to directly challenge them. And,
sure, okay, maybe it's the Daily Wire that put pressure on Disney to change to change what people were lashing back at. But what does it have to do with the Daily Wire to make them all white? Which, again, is not an issue for me, but clearly is going to be an issue with other people. Now, if you had all white dwarves to begin with, then it wouldn't have mattered. But now you made a bunch of dwarves that people saw that were different colors and races and genders, and you made them all white men. What did you think? What did you think the woke crowd would think about turning? I don't get it. I do not get it. I do not get it. So he says it is Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, not Snow White and the Seven Weird Misfits.
2 weeks is the speed of light for a corporation the size of Disney. And you can just look at this CGI photo that they released. It's so below the quality standards of Disney, who are the greatest animators, in all of human history. They obviously rushed this thing out. This is crisis management, and I think that we, if we weren't the entire crisis, I think that we were the most acute part of the crisis for them at that time.
I have an idea. All right, let's see if we can get a better Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. Snow White. Oh, come on. White and the Seven Dwarves. Dwarves. Let's just do that. Let's see what that does. Let's see what this does. While that is going, they're turning the fucking dwarves white in the Allenger. They're turning the fucking dwarves white. M69 said, the all white dwarves is on Disney. They made that choice. Yeah, clearly, but I don't know why. What are you? This guy. Does it work? No, it doesn't work like that. All right, let's see. I think we got a winner here. And what does this say? Join the Discord. I think that's a good idea. So let's go with 4. Come on. I mean, tell me. Oh, that's not the right screen. Tell me that is not a at least comparable thing to this. It's at least comparable, and I'm just sitting here doing a show with you guys right now. The first prompt. Obviously, I could do more, more specific things, but I think the point has been made. Guamtech said Disney could literally had just put out a new story and said it was inspired by Snow White before all the new CGI stuff, and it might have worked. Exactly. Why are you trying so hard to tell new stories? I know why. Because obviously a new story is, they think, is going to be like, oh, well, we're not going to get the attachment from everybody who knows Snow White already. But at this point, Must be United said yours looks better. Well, thank you. At this point, it would be more of a PR move to just have a new story that's inspired by one of the old stories than to just reboot one. You're spot on. Gnomes indeed are not dwarves. Looks like a video game from 2010. Not bad. Yep. Like I say, acting is all about pretending to be somebody you aren't. If a straight guy wants to play a gay guy, that's called acting. It's not called taking a role away from somebody. Exactly. Completely agree. I mean, just real quick, let that sear onto the back of your retinas. Jesus Christ.
I think it's the announcement of your Snow White that made them say, "Oh no." The previous segment we're talking about how Disney is admitting to their shareholders. This is from the end of their quarter three, and in September. So this is a month before you guys announced. They are outright telling their shareholders, we are losing money because of a misalignment between the content and the culture we make and what the public actually wants.
Yep.
That's in the end of September. They know this.
Yeah.
In October, you announce, and I guarantee there's someone at Disney being like, what happens when Disney's Snow White bombs and Daily Wire's Snow White breaks records? That is going to be the Disney brand falling into the toilet.
They're going to try taking their writers because Disney has no substance or stories with any meaning at all. And that's why people aren't
Well, they do, but not in the last century.
connecting with it.
They're going to screw this up too.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Well, what they'll do with this, I think, and I think that the photo sort of speaks to this, is it will just be a beat for beat retelling of the 37 film.
Right.
Which, again, as he noted before, is hilarious that Rachel Zegler went out and like, oh, it's 1930s. It's not 1937 anymore. And now she has to do the 1937 movie.
Can they screw that up? Sure. But good thing they have going for them. It will be hard to screw up because they have one of the great animated films of all time to model it after.
That's true, but I think they're going to screw it up.
Yeah.
I think
they'll slip things in.
Yeah, exactly. Shane just said they're going to slip things in. They're going to try to appeal to this BS because remember, this was already in production. So the article that we read of them saying, oh, a misalignment in values, that was only from today or yesterday. And so that's from the before time. So maybe the newer stuff is going to be, back on track, but this certainly is not. Mike said this could go both ways. Why don't we remake Good Times with all white actors? Not saying I want to, just being facetious. I like that. That would be Indian spicy. That would be Indian spicy. Although, I mean, he said, what other properties should the Daily Wire do that are free use? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know, but it is a good question. Definitely, I'm sure they're on it. Whatever they got, I'm sure they're on it. 169 said, if Disney wants new stories not based in European culture, there are other fables throughout the world. Notice they didn't look beyond Europe. Good point. I don't know. Good question though. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed that clip, check out the full live stream link in the bio and catch me live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. See you there.